If your battery is totally dead, you're not going to be able to unlock your car with your remote control. So you're going to have to use your emergency key to unlock the door and open the hood, because even the trunk cannot be unlocked with this key. And as you know, or even if you don't know, the battery for this car is located in the trunk. So it's necessary to open the trunk to disconnect the negative battery cable when replacing the alternator. Plus, you're going to have to charge the battery anyways. Once the hood is open, locate this cover, open it up. You're going to be able to connect a jumper cable, a positive jumper cable, to this one right here, and you can connect the negative one to this one over here, or any other metal part of the body to be able to unlock the trunk. So once you have power here and you have ground, you will be able to use your remote control to open the trunk just like normal. Once you get the trunk open, use a 10mm socket and a ratchet to loosen your battery cable. Disconnect it from the battery, and while you're replacing the alternator, you can go ahead and put the battery in a trickle charger to make sure it's fully charged once the alternator has been replaced. That way the alternator is not going to work super hard trying to charge a dead battery. The next step is to locate the 4 screws that hold the lower cover in place. You got 2 in the front, you got 2 in the back. Remove them with an 8mm socket and a ratchet, and remove the lower cover. Once the cover has been removed, proceed to disconnect the cables located on the back of the alternator. Using an E10 socket and a ratchet, move the tensioner away from the belt to release its tension, and detach it from the alternator. Take note that this is a good time to inspect your belt. If it has any cracks or if it's old, it's a good idea to replace it with a new one. Same thing with the tensioner pulley. If it has any noise, if you spin it and it's noisy, if the bearing is noisy, good time to replace it. Or if the tensioner has any play of any kind, this one right now is still in good shape. Once you're done disconnecting the cables and detaching the belt from the alternator, you're going to remove this bolt and that bolt to be able to lower the alternator. Just when you're removing the second bolt, make sure you hold the alternator with your hand as you pull the bolt out to avoid dropping the alternator on the ground and breaking its casing, because if you need to give it as a core exchange, if it's broken, they're not going to take it. So be very careful when removing the 2 bolts, especially the last one. You may have to disconnect the supercharger hose to remove this bolt all the way, or you may be able to just pull it out. And also another thing, if your alternator is stuck, you may have to pry it down a little bit gently with a screwdriver to be able to remove it. So just keep that in mind. Install your new alternator in the reverse order. Make sure all the connections are tight. The bolts that hold the alternator in place are tight. Connect your battery cable back on. Start your engine and make sure that the battery light's not on. Reset the code on your stereo, and that should be it. Take your car for a test drive. Make sure you don't hear any noises coming from the alternator. Make sure the belt's not noisy or any of the pulleys. Don't forget that we have all the tools available to do this and many other jobs in our online store. Thank you for watching today's video, and I look forward to see you next time.